Driving is an art, and while some people are the equivalent of Picasso at it, others are more like preschool children. God didn't give everyone common sense, and you can see proof of this by looking at the way they drive. Stick with us till the end, and we'll take a look at some of the best and worst drivers to ever sit behind the wheel. Watch till the end, because you don't want to miss this. Let's get right into it. First up, we have Georgie Tazvazi. Georgie Tazvazi was the best street drifter in Georgia, and his videos were always going viral in Georgia. His stunts on his BMW M5 were a sight to behold, and he was a really skilled driver. The police weren't fans of the guy. After all, his stunts often featured him making reckless cuts on packed public roads. The man was a fan of speed and thrill, and nothing was going to stop him. Georgie might be the best at drifting, but do you know who's the worst? This guy. These guys were driving on an icy road and decided to try drifting. The first car got away quite nicely as it took things slow. The second guy, however, decided he wanted to come in, guns blazing and wheels rolling, slippery roads, high speeds, and a car right next to him. This could have gone much, much worse. Driving a car is hard, but it's with trucks where the true difficulty lies. Look at how this girl drives a fully loaded truck over a half-broken bridge with ease. Now, I don't know about you, but as far as I'm concerned, I could never have done that. This girl is truly a God-level driver. This guy just set a new record when it comes to horrible driving. After hitting an angry taxi driver, he hits not one, but 4 other cars trying to get away. When you're giving a driving test, this driver is what they tell you not to be like. Let's be real here. Reversing is hard. You have to make 1,000 adjustments, and even then, it's still a matter of luck you'll get it right. Well, for this guy, it's not. Just take a look at how skillfully this guy manages to maneuver his huge truck into the warehouse. Truly mind-blowing. For every good driver, God made sure to put 2 bad ones. This animal hospital in North Carolina became the victim of a bad one. In case you're wondering what a hospital has to do with driving, keep on watching. The driver crashed into the hospital and sent employees flying. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but sheesh, what are you doing? Why drive on the road when you can fly in the air? Said no one ever. Well, no one except the Georgie family. The Georgie family broke 2 world records in one day after flying both an ATV and a semi-truck into the air. Interestingly, the truck driver had recently recovered from a spinal cord injury. Weird way to celebrate getting over an accident by risking another. Eight hours of sleep is a must if you want to lead a healthy life. That does not mean, however, that you can fall asleep whenever you feel like it. This old man, however, doesn't really care about the rules. He wanted to take a quick nap, and nothing was going to stop him from doing just that. Not even the fact he's driving.
President Trump, Rob Dawson, Fox News.
Who's a wet screen?
Reversing is probably the hardest part of driving. Having to look back every few seconds as you turn the wheel is just nerve-wracking. For skilled drivers such as this guy, however, it's a piece of cake. Even though there's a ditch on either side of the road, this driver handles everything flawlessly. While some people are doing God-level reversing, others are struggling to even drive straight. Take a look at this Mercedes, for example. Out of nowhere, it just decided to start swerving and crashed into a tree, taking the tree down with it. Luckily, no one was seriously injured. What is it with fancy cars and bad drivers? Drifting might be mainstream, but sidewall skiing is something you won't really see at any places. Saudi Arabia, however, is the one place you'll see nothing but sidewall skiing. Sidewalk skiing is a stunt in which you drive the car on its 2 side wheels, trying to balance it so it doesn't fall over. Just take a look at how good these guys are at it. They're absolutely nailing it.
Fucking kidding me!
Here we go. Come on, you got it. Oh, there you go.
While some people are having the time of their lives sidewall skiing, others are barely managing to change lanes. Just take a look at this driver who decided at the last possible second that they wanted to go the other way. You only live once, right? What's the worst that could happen? Apparently, getting rear-ended and almost dying. Ever wonder what real-life Grand Theft Auto would look like? Well, the answer is something like this. This SUV driver decided he was going to fly the car instead of driving it. As the drawbridge was opening up, this driver said no to stopping and gracefully flew to the other side. Sure, he didn't exactly stick the landing, but he did fly the car, and that's all that matters. Talking about missed things, this driver missed the brake pedal and hit a pole. What began as a car flex while burning rubber turned into something far more deadly. The driver was trying to show off his not-so-legendary car skills, but accidentally it didn't go as planned, and the car ended up narrowly missing a pedestrian and hitting a pole. Being a good car driver is one thing, but being a good motorcycle rider is a whole nother ballgame. Sarah Lozito, however, is one of the best when it comes to the sport. In a traditionally male-dominated industry, Sarah Lozito has made her mark by proving just how good she is. Anything you've ever seen a motorcyclist do in an action movie, she can do it better. 50-50 circles, stoppies, drifts, wheelies, it's all the same to her. Who doesn't love a good police chase? This pickup truck driver thought he'd do a real-life Fast and Furious scene as he ran away from the police. The police just tapped the side of his truck lightly and sent it flying. Fortunately for the reckless driver, the car hit the rails, turned upside down, and flipped right back up. After a few more near-death experiences, he decided real-life Fast and Furious probably isn't worth dying over and gave up. If you thought bike drivers were awesome, wait till you take a look at this truck driver. This guy did on his truck what people struggle to do in cars. He did the same sidewall skiing Saudi teens do, but with a truck. Think about it though. One slip and it's almost certain death. Would you take that risk? I know I wouldn't. While some people handle speed with ease, others ease on the speed. This is what happens here when this pickup driver decides to slow down and gets rear-ended to hell. Some might call it bad luck, but I'd say it's just plain stupidity. Luckily, no one was seriously injured as a result of the accident and lived to crash another day. Anyways, that's all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the like button if you did. Also, subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to support us, and stay tuned. See you next time. Peace.